Hello everyone, welcome back. This is Alrav from Quebec, Canada, the author and creator of Algatras the Protector / Algatras le Protector. And for today's video, I'll be talking to you about one of my favorite aspects of old school American comics, and that is the sollicitations. For those of you who don't know what it is, with the monthly publications, there would be a taste of what to expect from all the various titles in a publisher's catalog. However, since in my case I've replaced these with a blog comics companion to my franco-belgian style albums, I've decided to replace the monthly solicitations with a phase-based system that is much more reminiscent of the modern superhero movies. So let's get right into it. The first issue of Algatras, as expected, is available right now, right here, on my Substack, for free in both English and French, alongside its blog comics companion. Just who is Algatras, and what is connection with the mysterious Zextron Kisoge that spread like wildfire? More and then some to expect in the most bombastic origin story, as a disaster looms on the horizon, introducing an iconic cast of characters and an evil threat on the size and scope never seen before in the realm of comics. The second issue of Algatras, as expected, is now coming out in the first trimester of 2026 and is going along smoothly. In the aftermath of the event of the first issue, Zextron intensifies their terror campaign with a brand new monster and a cyber threat threatening the fabric of the GIA and the mysterious Project Protector HQ. Now Algatras is left as the one man standing to take on the notorious Kusoge, with the introduction of a brand new supporting cast member and another disaster on the horizon. How long will the fight last? It is time to find out, and more in the second issue. The third issue of Algatras is expected to be released sometime within 2026, later on during the year. And in this brand new story, the true faces of the mysterious femme fatale cyborg that is shown briefly in the first issue resurface with a brand new name. Not only Algatras will have his first confrontation with her, but he will also deal with the remnant of his past with an encounter against the Zextron creator, and the most dramatic and intense confrontation of yet, as Algatras faces off against two different enemies within the span of one bombastic issue. Now, as for the fourth issue, there is no release date scheduled as of yet. It is expected to be released sometime either late 2026 or early 2027. And now the most dramatic and personal encounter as of yet for Algatras, as he found himself bound with a mysterious new partner, unlike anything seen before, as Zextron prepared to launch a big scale attack, and it is now up to Algatras' crew to put a stop to it before a new tragedy occurs, with another brand new Bio-Goliath on the horizon. Will Algatras be able to overcome this brand new threat? More and then some coming. Now, as for the fifth issue of Algatras, it is expected to be released later on during 2027, and this time Algatras finds himself working in collaboration with a brand new mysterious ally, once again to take on Zextron's largest terror scheme as of yet, in another bombastic action set piece. On top of the size and scope increasing, Zextron also finds its way around some of key Algatras allies and adversaries established so far for an intense confrontation. Will he be able to overcome this threat with his brand new mysterious partner? More and then some to find out. Now, the sixth issue of Algatras doesn't have a release date lined up so far, but at the very minimum is expected to be released sometime in 2028. This time, a full-size giant battle is awaiting as Algatras and Zextron have the final climatic moment in the form of a large-scale battle unlike anything seen before, as both make their last desperate move to outdo the other in a duel to the death, with a full supporting crew member cast established and the largest terror attack established so far. Who is gonna win in the end? More to find out as the last battle takes place within the form of this great showdown. At the very minimum, you can expect all the 6th issue mentioned before to be made. However, there are a few that are on a TBD list, which is to be determined, so I will show you briefly each one of these. These are completely optional, but they might be made based on external factors. For instance, the first issue of the side stories will largely depend on the ability to hire another artist to take on it, as the drawing point of these particular side stories would be to have different artists per albums to showcase their skills as the drawing the established characters of the Algatras universe, as well as having the time of their lives. The second first issue on the TBD list will be the first special. This one is interesting. It could be outsourced to a different artist to do the illustration work in it, but could also take a different approach entirely that is not seen with the typical albums as mentioned before. So in either case, this one is another optional companion to the initial miniseries intended for the Substack. And that is for the solicitation for phase 1 of Algatras le Protector / Algatras le Protector. And with that being said, thanks for watching. As always, let me know what you think in the commentary section below. And again, the first issue is available for free in both English and French on my Substack. The links are available in the description below or on my channel's page. And with that being said, thanks for watching and we'll see one another very soon. Enjoy the reading.